G'day guys, Jason in here today. I've roped him in for a good one today. We have a series of planks. So this is all the planking exercises and core exercises that we go through here at MMT. So we're going to go through it all so you can do this either as a workout, or if you're someone that struggles with back pain or weakness in your core, you can more do it as a corrective exercise and a progression and regression options. So yeah, we're really working at improving posture through our spine, but generating some good activation in our core and around our hips and pelvis. So we're trying to undo if you've got sort of any of that anterior pelvic tilt. This sort of work will help with correcting that pelvic posture and just building some strength if you do have sort of lower back pain. This is where you really want to target. So some of them are more low level and then some of them build up and get quite difficult. So we're going to demo the first couple with Ninj, and then I'll join in and help him out as well. So coming around the side, Leo, so first we've got a 3/4 plank. So we want Ninj on his knees here, and his hips should be on like a 45-degree angle. And what I like with making sure your forearms and elbows are out directly straight from your body. So when you do this, you start to compensate and overuse your shoulders. So when they're out straight, it really targets the core a bit more. So we're making sure this spine is nice and straight, and then Ninj here, he's drawing his abs away from the floor. So imagine there's a flame under your stomach, pulling the abs in. He's trying to tense his glutes in this position as well, and just holding there. You can either just hold and just do small time. If you're struggling and you're really shaking at 10 seconds, that's fine. Have a little break there, Ninj. So it's not about going for 2 minutes and I can plank for 2 minutes. I'd rather you go for 20 seconds and do quality work than 2 minutes and do shit quality, okay? So you're really focusing in on pulling the abs in and really targeting this core. If you're not feeling it in there, do whatever you need to really recruit that area. So you're really sucking the abs in as hard as you can. You can also tie it in with breathing. So Ninja, as you inhale, you're drawing your abs in, and as you exhale, again, you're not letting abs fall out. So you're pulling the abs in constantly. All right, so that's creating that tension, starting to create that connection between breathing and your core. Have a little break there, Ninja. So just short reps. So even there you could see Ninja was starting to get a few little shakes going. So this is a nice low level progression or regression that you can start with if you're someone that does struggle with a bit of back pain or discomfort around that area, or you're a little bit weak in the core. Next we'll go through a full plank. So Ninja's going to come up onto his toes. Again, he's looking for that straight neutral spine. So you can even go hips a little bit higher. So I like to have hips a bit higher because a lot of people tend to sink down and have an arch in their lower back. So we don't want this. So hips up, prop yourself up through your upper body, and again we're drawing the abs in away from the floor and working our breathing. Nice and controlled, abs in, nice and flat through the back. Just doing it to the point where we feel the core. If you start to get a little bit of a shake, that's good, but not going into compensation where you start to feel other areas. Have a little rest there, Ninja. I might jump in and help give you a chop out. Anything you want to add in there, Ninja? Nah, he's happy to just do them. All right, so we'll go through the full plank. We might go for 3 breaths altogether, all right? So let's prop ourselves up. So in the nose, drawing our abs in, and then a slow exhale out the mouth. Keep pulling your abs away from the floor. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. One more big breath. And exhale. Abs in, keep going, keep going. All the air you've got. Should be no air left. And have a break. So yeah, it really starts to target your core. When you add that breathing in, it just adds that extra element to it. Do you want to expand there, Ninja? Like, do you notice when we add that breathing in, it just targets the core a bit more?
Yeah, it helps you get more focused as well. I think is a really important point. Like, and just awareness of your body and how you are, and what it means to relax and also to compress things. You know, how to get them to engage. It's probably a better word than compress. Yeah, so we want to engage your core and kind of have awareness where your body is in space.
It's a big word, awareness. Like a lot of people, when they're planking for a long time, they're just sort of sitting there, not even thinking about it. But like any exercise, you want to train with intention. So when you're doing the plank, actually think about your core and using this part of your body. So you're not tensing your abs, but you're thinking about sucking your belly button in. activating our deep core stabilizers, not just our rectus femoris, which is our six-pack muscles. We want to activate the deeper ones to that. All right, so we've gone through the plank. The next progression is a plank extension. So I'll demo first Ninja so you can see what I'm doing. So you start in this plank position here, and then we're just going to slowly, so I'm pushing this foot into the ground, and I'm squeezing my glute on the right leg and lifting up. Working at making sure I'm keeping a neutral spine, not arching my back like that. All right, so ready? So push into the ground with one leg and you straighten the other one out. Again, trying to keep our hips nice and square. We're not rotating through the pelvis. And just holding there. 3, 2, 1, and have a rest, Ninja. Again, short little reps is good. Focus on quality, not quantity. So, yeah, making sure they're good reps. We're really feeling the glute on this side, and our quad and adductor on this side are like digging in. So it's pushing and co-contracting that way. So it's almost trying to replicate when we walk, when we run. We want opposing hip flexor muscles and opposing glute and hamstring on the other side. So let's swap it over and do the other leg. So set yourself up, make sure you're in that good posture, and then we're squeezing the leg up. In the nose, out the mouth, keep the abs in. You can probably see some shakes going on already. That's a good sign. The nervous system's resetting. The body's working. And have a rest. Good.
It's amazing how challenging that one is.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it looks like nothing, but it's something.
Yeah, it's harder than it looks. If you're sitting at home going, it doesn't look too bad, get down and have a go.
Yeah.
It's a good exercise. It really starts to target some glutes if you are weak in your glutes as well. Really focus on tensing that muscle. And yeah, extending through the hip, not arching with your back and your pelvis like that. So it's really extending the hip, focusing on the glute working there. Happy with that one, Ninja?
Yeah, good.
All right, the next one we're on to is a plank to push-up. So it's a bit more upper body focus here. So we're starting in the plank position and we're focusing on keeping our hips nice and stable. So maybe go above me, up above my head there, Leo. So we come up into the push-up position and then keeping our pelvis nice and stable, we go back down. So we're alternating sides that we come up and down on. All right. Up and down. We'll go for 10, Ninja. I reckon that's about 3. 4. Strong through the core. We're not waving our hips around and our pelvis. It's nice and stable. This one really starts to kick in pretty quick.
You done?
You done? I'll do a couple more. One more, just for luck. And have a rest there. Oh. So yeah, it's really important. We're keeping our pelvis nice and neutral. We're locked in with our core. We're not wobbling side to side. We're not moving our hips out and bowing like this as we come up. We're not trying to go through it super fast like this. Just slow it down. Focus on quality again. Targets the core in a different way rather than our lower body having to activate as much with the plank extension. This time we're getting more of an upper body focus, but you still need to have that stability through your hips. So that's where it starts to cross over into more exercise and training and yeah, adapting your body to training conditions. So that's why we sort of designed it this way to progress your body through these planking series. So then you're better prepared when you move into doing more dynamic type of training. Catch our breath a little bit, Ninja?
Yeah, I'm good.
He's good. So the next one we've got is a plank high five. If you don't have a partner, just you're reaching out in front. So it's almost like the plank extension, but this time we're doing the arm variation. So you reach out and back in. Again, we're trying to keep our hips as square as possible as we reach out and come back in. Try not to rock side to side like this. So we keep square there and reach out and back in. You might have to just shift your body weight slightly to one side. So just so I'm a bit more balanced. But we're not tilting like this. It's just a shift of the body weight. So I'm more over this arm so I can reach out that way. All right. Are we going to face each other, Nick?
Maybe, yeah, we can.
All right.
Reach.
Reach this hand. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and have a rest. Have a little rest and we'll go again. It catches up quick.
Come on.
I'm going to make him earn it today. We've got a calendar shoot coming up, so Ninja needs to be in pristine condition in a couple of days' time.
Oh, far out.
How do you feel with that one?
Yeah, good.
Again, a bit challenging. Let's go again for 10, nice and slow.
Not
Ready,
too rock.
reach and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the rest. Good work. Whew. Yeah, so it starts to catch up, but it's a good workout. Even if you're just going at the pace we're going here, you start to feel your body working. Like, I thought this would just be a quick demonstration for you guys, but it actually starts to feel it even doing one round or a couple of rounds of a couple of the exercises. You really start to notice it. So start off low level and build yourself up, all right? The next one we've got is the Superman plank. So I might just get Ninja to demonstrate this one so I can sort of talk you through it. So we'll just start with the easiest variation, Ninja.
Yeah.
So you're on your hands and knees, 90 degrees and 90 degrees with your hips and your shoulders. He's going to do his opposite shoulder to his opposite leg. So he's reaching out, again focusing on extension here and flexion of the shoulder with a bit of balance. And then he comes back in and he touches his knee to his elbow. Yep. And then reach back out. Again, trying to really stay stable through the pelvis here and then back in. And then reaching out. Good. That's it. Keep the hips nice and square. Good, Ninja. Good way to test this if you're doing it at home and you're not sure if you're rocking too much, place a foam roller, or if you've got like a basketball or a soccer ball or some type of ball you can place in the middle of your back. And if it starts to roll and falls off, it probably shows that you're not staying stable through there and you're rocking too much side to side or tilting that pelvis. Have a rest there, Ninja. You can have a rest and I'll have a go. How about that?
You do it the other side for me.
I'll do the other side. So here, locking in, extend out, again, not arching our back, and then we come in and touch. So trying to stay nice and controlled through the movement there, reaching out, keep the hips square. And touch, reaching out, extend with this glute, and coming in. And out. So yeah, we're just starting to get the opposite sides working. So again, breaking down sort of a biomechanical type pattern where we want the opposite glute and opposite arm working when we're running and walking and that type of thing. So this leg's coming forward, the opposite arm's coming forward. We're not moving the same sides like this. So when you think about it, just think how you would walk and run is opposite sides are going together. If you try and do that one on the same side and you somehow manage to do it, you are very, very coordinated.
Good call.
All right, so now we're on to left and right side plank. So let's do whichever side you want, Ninja. Start either side.
Do we do that one on our toes as well?
You can do that
Yeah.
one on your toes.
Yeah,
So that
the
is a
advanced
progression.
version. Yeah.
So you can do this one on your toes, or you can do it where you're hovering off the ground.
Yeah.
So you just have your knees a little bit off the ground, and then you do that same pattern. So this one is a little bit harder again, and really tests out a bit more of your balance. So that's the next progression there. His knees are off the ground, but you're still staying in almost that bear crawl position. All right, so there it is. Add that one in as well if you want. Ninja wants to do more.
Nah.
All right, so left or right side, Ninja. Let's just face the camera this time. So line yourself up, make sure your body's in line with your shoulder, and then we're going to prop our hips up and our opposite arm in the air straight above. All right, so we're making sure that we're nice and strong through our obliques and our core here, not letting our hips sink down. Prop ourselves up strong through this shoulder. Try not to rotate too much through your body like that. Everything should be nice and aligned. Remembering to breathe. 3, 2, 1. Have a rest. Spin around the other way. This one might take a little bit to build up to if you've got a little bit of a weakness in the shoulder as well, or if you are really struggling and you can't do it, a little regression you can do is put one foot down like that. So it just helps to give you a little bit more assistance there. But if you can, try it this way. Or if you want to really test yourself, you can go leg up, arm out in front. Whew. And that one kicks in a bit more.
Fuck, I'm not even trying that.
Nice and strong, nice and stable. It's really good for shoulders. Isometric exercise. And have a rest there. All right, so give us a minute. We'll set the Copenhagen plank up and then we're done. Planks, you need a bench. This one's going to recruit a bit more of your adductors. This is Ninja's favourite of the plank series. He said when I wrote this down, couldn't believe it was in there. He loves it that much. So we're in this side plank position. We prop our body up. You can start with the bottom leg on the ground and then you're going to take it off and bring it hip up to 90 degrees. So this groin and adductor really has to activate and be strong in an isometric contraction. You're strong through this side plank. And we're holding there. You might really feel the adductors struggling if you are a little bit weak in there. So just have a little quick rest there, Ninj. We'll swap sides. You might do it 2 times each side, just for your benefit. All right,
Make
so
sure,
swap around. So make sure your ankle is on the bench, because if we don't want too much tension going or pressure going through our knee, so you want to make sure that you're nice and comfortable with your foot on the bench there. Prop yourself up and then bring that knee up. Hold nice and strong. Reach out in front, core strong. You should be nice and stable through here. Again, this is the most advanced one, so build up to it. Don't just go straight to the Copenhagens, because they catch up pretty quick. 3, 2, 1. Have a rest, Ninja. Swap back. Just because you love them so much.
And take notice of what side feels harder.
Yeah.
Things like that. You can get some information.
Yeah, information. You might need to treat your body on one side, or you might just need to do a bit more strengthening on that side. All right, let's go. Prop up, and then lift the leg off. And nice and strong. Lock in. Draw the belly button in again. Nice and stable. Keep that hip up. 3, 2, 1. Have a rest. Last round, guys. Here we go. We're on. Pop the hips up. Bring the knee up. Lock in. Nice and strong. If you've got a mirror to your side, that's really good, so you can see that your body's in alignment and you're not contorting. You're not rolling too much forward through your upper body. 3, 2, 1. Have a rest. All right, so there it is, guys. There's all the plank variations that we've got. So 3/4 plank, full plank, plank extension on both sides, plank to push up, plank high fives, Supermans, both regression and progression, right side, left side, and Copenhagen planks. So yeah, if you've got pain or if you're looking to increase your core strength or build your body up, this is a good way to progress your body. As I said at the start off with focusing on the quality of your reps. Don't go into fatigue, don't try to aim for 2 minutes. Some people I get in my sessions, 10 seconds and I'm calling it there, just because they're doing short, sharp reps, but it's quality, it's where they're feeling it. They're not starting to compensate and overuse their back or overuse their hip flexors. You really want to feel it in the core. So between this area and the deep core muscles, not just feeling it where your abs are flexed in this position with your rectus abdominis. So there it is, guys. Give these exercises a go and you'll build some core strength. Thanks, guys. See you next time, Ninja.
Thank you. Done.